between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring this one out. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Direct snap. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Miami. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Pulls it in. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Creates a little room. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this guy's just starting to have a knack, just an ability to find the football, to make big plays. Some guys are just built like that. He gets the fumble here. Last week he had 2. Man, just finds the football in big moments.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Running to Green. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll take it himself. Powers through the defender. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They booted away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll leave it with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's
going for it all. Touchdown, no! They won it all, and that is exactly exactly what they got. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Calls his own number. Finds some fresh air. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system. All across college football, all quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Flying out to the left. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the run, it's Pringle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. He's moving out of the pocket. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. Turning it on. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. On the move. Runs through a tackle. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This quarterback part of their running game. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on third down for this offense. Now on the move. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Picks up 6. Now a fourth down.
The Canes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Touchdown Seminoles! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game. Big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And they did tack on the extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You
practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That touchdown puts him up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll They'll get this drive going from the 17. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
If I'm a DC, I'm throwing my toe. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And the Knowles want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Running into the open space. Turning it on. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knowles!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Using his feet. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic...
There he goes! At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Cage will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Strickland. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And
there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Dyer. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Seminoles are on the move.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a...
Got enough space. Touchdown Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quarterback keeper. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. They're trailing by 10 to Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Finds his man. It's Kringle. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Grab near the sticks. It's Covey. At the 40, there he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Dyer. Forced out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Florida State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game.
See what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. He'll take it himself. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Calls his own number. And some room to work. 1st down and more. He's loose down the left side. The 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane.
They talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these. They're just weapons of mass destruction.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Big The Noles headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted deep in his own end.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive play.
Bitch ass.
Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Quarterback will keep it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here on 3rd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. Shakes off the defender. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Noles. And they turn it into a defensive score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Now on the move. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This is a designed run. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that high-scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points up with that 79-yard run to the end zone. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dyer. Under fire. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll... over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go forward in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Wide receiver going in motion. Using his feet. Runs through the tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
This is like having an extra running back in your backup. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Utah State pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Aggies were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Pressure coming. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, if they're going to come back and win this game, they need this guy's athleticism to take over, throwing it and running it. And a nice job there, David, of him understanding the situation, getting out of bounds this time.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Noles in the hurry-up.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. That's caught. It's Pringle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Sneak gets it done.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the too late. He's looking to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him, a 5-point lead here in the 4th.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They can really be aggressive after that last play in 2nd and 3. Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Touchdown Seminoles! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
But you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to take the boot in for the 2. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback keeper. Finding open areas. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Creates a little space. Gets it past the marker. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.